Here we have a vintage Young Jedi Menace of Darth Maul collectible card game starter. These came out obviously around the same time as Phantom Menace. It was a new Star Wars card game. Supposedly this is 2 customized 30 card starter decks. On one side we have Obi-Wan Kenobi as portrayed by Ewan McGregor, and on the other side we have Darth Maul portrayed by Ray Park, who went on to play Snake Eyes in the G.I. Joe movies. But that's a whole different complaint. So this is a sealed starter, and I thought it would make for an interesting video to see what these cards look like. I haven't seen these in a long time, and they've been out of print for a while. And inside we have 2 pre-constructed decks and rulebooks. So you should have the same cards in any deck of these that you find. So let's get right into this. Oh, there's 15 Young Jedi points that I'm sure are just as redeemable today as they were back then. Thanks, Decipher. Oh, they're not even sealed. That's weak. Wow, that's just lazy. Alright, we got our rule book. So that's pretty well constructed, I guess. Yeah, it's color. It's a colorized rule book with tiny pictures, little thumbnail pictures of Jedi action, and a little. Oh, it's got an index. Or no, that's a checklist. Index. Why would they bother with that? Who needs that? It's only 30-some pages of rules. Looks pretty straightforward. And there's a little collector's information, so it explains the set icons. But then it starts the checklist so you can collect them all. And it looks like there's quite a few cards in this set. 140. Plus foil cards. There are 18 foil cards that are randomly inserted in booster packs. So you have to get the booster packs to get the foils. And there are 3 expansions pictured, or 3 different variations. There's Menace of Darth Maul, Council of the Jedi, and Battle of Naboo. We're going to open one of each of the starters for these, one in each video. And today we're doing the Menace of Darth Maul. So let's see what's in this deck. I don't know why they didn't separate the decks, but here we are. We got an Obi-Wan Kenobi, Tatooine, Arena, Royal Guard. Obviously this is the light side. Security Volunteers. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is just a mix. A Jawa, Blaster Rifle, Royal Guard, a Blaster, Security Volunteers, which is some sort of action card. These are obviously character cards. There's another Royal Guard, a different Royal Guard, another place, Jawa. Let's separate these a little bit. Blaster, another Royal Guard, Coruscant, Royal Guard, Security Volunteers, Jawa, Blaster, and yet another Royal Guard. Oh my gosh, give me some variation here. Security Volunteers. This game was fairly popular where I used to go to play, but it didn't really seem to take off quite like some of the others did. It seemed like it was popular for a very short amount of time. And Decipher games kind of had that reputation. Like, because they had the Star Wars franchise, they release something, it'd get really popular for a few months, and then it would just have some diehards. I don't know exactly why. I only played this game once or twice back in the day, but it seemed to me that the gameplay wasn't that good. So a lot of people complained about it. It seemed a little more complicated than it was really worth. Oh, there's Darth Maul. A battle droid in control. This must be the bad guy. This guy, whose name I can't pronounce. A blaster rifle. Battle Droid Officer, Blaster, Battle Droid Infantry. Oh, the backs of the cards different? Oh, that's why. The blue ones are the good guys, red's the bad. I'm smart. I went to college. So you can tell the cards apart fairly easily. Control, Battle Droid Officer. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of different locations. But like I was saying, Decipher had a reputation for going through these little spurts where they'd release a new set and a bunch of people would jump on and then abandon it a short time later. It had a very short shelf life, at least with the people I gamed with. I'm primarily a role player. I played card games simply because some of my friends did, and to kill time in between roleplay sessions. But I was always I was a trading card fanatic at the time, so I had a lot of trading card sets, and these kind of appealed to me in that regard too. But I was very casual, as was my point. A lot of the guys I played with were diehards. They would have cases of this stuff. You know, 8, 10, 12 of these starter packs for each one, even though you only need one. But they would try and customize it, and some of the Decipher games seem to not blend well for that. So I only knew a few people that played Young Jedi for an extended period of time. But they were very loyal for the most part. But other people weren't so loyal. They would burn out on it and give up effectively. But yeah, not having the opportunity to really get a good foil really kind of bums me out, because that's more my interest level. I like the shiny stuff. But it is cool that they are pre-constructed, so it should be fairly well balanced. I don't remember it being well balanced, but in theory, it should be a well balanced deck. So you really only need one of these to play the game. So at least get you started. You can find these online for about $3 now, especially on eBay. They always go for like $3 to $5, maybe another $1 or $2 these days. I've had this for a while, but yeah, I don't think it would be very expensive to buy one of these. So if you're looking for a change of pace, this might be interesting just for the, I don't know, difference of it. Try something new. You can find a Jar Jar in an expansion pack and get mad about his existence all over again, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty cool to have everything in one box. You only need 30 cards apparently to play against somebody else, and the rule book's pretty nice. The cards are pretty decent. They're a little thinner than a lot of the cards of the time. And they're very slick, so they don't stack well. They tend to slide. So it'd be easy just to casually brush it and end up with cards all over. So that kind of annoys me, that they're too slick. You know, you want them to be more like playing cards where there's a little bit of texture to it. These are very glossy, so they're going to go all over the place very easily. And I kind of don't like that. But overall, it's probably worth a couple bucks just to see a new game. Because like I said, you get a starter for each player, or for 2 players rather, in one box. So if you bought this and the Battle for Naboo, you could have 4 people playing conceivably. But yeah, that's what the cards look like from Young Jedi, the Menace of Darth Maul. So you can play as the Ewan McGregor side or the sinister Ray Park side. And that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you get a chance, please watch our other videos.